If I can, this is another opportunity to talk about an ad format that, if people don't already know it, they're going to become familiar. It's called the responsive search ad.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and so if everybody thinks about a standard Google ad, you were used to seeing one or two headlines, and then you had a longer line of description, and maybe a few more of them, but that's the basic headline. 30 characters, and then something like 90 characters. Well, they've taken that format, and this is current as of September 1st of 2021, Google has announced that the other ad format, responsive search ads, are going to be the only ad format that's going to be available come June of 2022. And how a responsive search ad is different, it doesn't change the 30 and 30 and 90, but what Google says is, instead of you getting to say, Wendy, that you want, headline A, and then headline B, and then description line C, what they want is they want you to give them an alphabet soup of 15 different headlines and about 4 different descriptions. And they're going to put it in a big mix master, and they're going to decide who to show to when. Now, this is, as you can appreciate, this is starting to really throw a wrench into our A/B test plans.
Definitely. Google's taking those over. Whether you like it or not, I guess.
Well, you can get a little bit, there are some hacks. So for example, I would suggest that if a person is trying that, maybe they can run a set of these responsive search ads in one ad group. And then if they really want a different ad group, they can kind of take another ad group, maybe put a different set of messages. It's a fair bit of work. But like I said, what's really coming through here is that Google is saying there is no one best result. There is the best result for your visitor.
Got it.
And they're claiming that they know so much about that visitor that they would rather have control of those headlines, because maybe headline L is the right one to show to a certain person,
that particular person
on a certain day.
Yeah, I don't know if I should be excited or creeped out by this. It's intriguing for sure.
But it is kicking out the dabblers, and I don't want to leave anybody under a false sense of security. If you had thought, well, I did AdWords back in the day, maybe I can, fuck my way through this. It's gotten more difficult in a few ways, but then again, it's gotten a little bit easier in that you don't have to log in every day. But what you do have to start doing is thinking more about, how does an algorithm learn from what I'm trying to tell it, who I want to go after? So that's a completely different mindset than pay-per-click used to be. It's actually, I like it because it's more capital M marketing. It's like the stuff we went to school for.
So if you're thinking strategically, your persona, you have strong copy, you come up with these variations, then Google is being a strategic partner to you and utilizing all of this data to show the right thing to the right person at the right place. I mean, it sounds fabulous. I think it'd be interesting to see, because you have a lot of technical buyers that are ignoring Google ads. As soon as they see, oh, it's an ad, like, forget it. I'm putting my blinders on, right? But if things become more and more relevant like this, then I think Google's onto something. People are more apt to click, and maybe this is a win-win. Well, I don't know.
Let's remember that Google's been given a good run for their money by Facebook. And so I take the good from this. I think that advertising is better because Google did, in their own, multinational company behemoth, in their own way, they have upped their game, and that relevancy is being delivered more. And I wouldn't want anybody to listen to this and think, I looked at it a few years ago and the results were kind of funky. I don't think it's for us. It definitely could deliver that important portion of your traffic from the #1 website on the internet that your content could be lying there waiting for.